Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. Today is Friday, May the 28th. It is National Beef Burger Day today, which is kind of my favorite kind of burger, I think. Are there
I like
other
buffalo burgers, too.
I guess that's good.
Yeah.
I guess I had a pork burger once. It was good, too. So I like all kinds of burgers.
I just like burgers.
And it's National Brisket Day. Ooh, I like brisket, too. National Hamburger Day today, which is also like a beef burger. National Don't Fry Day. So it's a Friday, but you're not supposed to fry today.
Okay.
It is National Cooler Day today, and it's National Road Trip Day today. All of those things happening on this Friday, the 28th day of May. Also, I've got a guest joining me today. I'm super excited to visit with this guy. I read a book of his called Chicken Soup for the Soul.
I remember
Long time ago. Love that book. Jack Canfield is my guest and his co-author of another new book that's out now, Miriamlaundry. We're going to be chatting with the two of them coming up in just a bit.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A study by the University of Michigan found that 500 million people on the planet now have diabetes, and many of them don't even realize it. So a lot of folks that have diabetes and they haven't gotten themselves checked. When I was a kid, my father became diabetic, and he had it for quite a while before he knew. So it is something that you want to make sure you kind of keep an eye on. Survey of 2,000 Americans reveal 68% personally know a business owner impacted by the pandemic. Only 68%? I would have thought that would have been higher. 3 in 5 respondents, 63%, said they don't mind paying more than retail for a product if they're getting it from a locally owned business. So
I love that study.
I do too. So there you go. A couple of fun studies from surveys and studies and such, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A Florida woman arrested for leading troopers on a high-speed chase that spanned multiple counties. They were alerted when deputies were in pursuit of a stolen vehicle heading southbound. And it was a 2009 Cadillac sedan traveling on Interstate 75. When they tried pulling over the car, the driver fled and got up to 110 miles per hour. They pursued the driver for quite some time before they finally got the person pulled over with a pit maneuver. You know what that is, right? It's where they have to tap the car and it spins out of control, one of those things. So they had to do that. And she was detained. Rachel Lynn Stefanich, age 24, was fully unclothed. She was
my.
immediately taken into custody for grand theft auto, reckless driving, fleeing and eluding, possession of methamphetamines, and driving while license suspended.
That's a bad idea. Don't
and the list
do
goes
that.
on. Yeah, don't do any of those things. She also was under arrest for petty theft and drug possession from another event that happened as well. So let's just put it this way. She was having a bad day. That is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com. Rapper Lil Jon is going to be starring in a home renovation show called Lil Jon Wants to Do What? That's going to be on HGTV. So he's going to come in and do like some wild and crazy makeovers.
Oh my gosh.
I would actually watch it. I think he seems like a funny guy. Chrissy Teigen continues to lose endorsement deals after it was revealed online that she sent threatening messages to other female celebrities online. Did you know what I'm talking about? I have no clue.
Yeah, good.
She got in trouble for doing. She was like being nasty and
she's
naughty.
a nasty person. She really is.
Here goes Heidi's endorsement deals. And Kevin,
I don't care. She's nasty.
Would you stop? Okay,
She's
we read enough.
nasty.
That's enough. Kevin James brings his kingdom to Florida. The King of Queens purchased a home in Florida. 18 million bucks, 12,000 square foot oceanfront home, 6 bedrooms and a guest house.
I've always liked him.
I have too. I actually
I've
had
heard
somebody.
some not so nice things
I have
about him,
too.
but he just,
But I had,
to me, seems so neat.
I had a couple of different people tell me I look like him, and I don't know if that is a compliment. Apparently, he's one good-looking dude. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of RadioSavings.com. Takes 7.5 months for a woman to feel completely comfortable around a man. 7.5 months. I think it took you far less time than that.
Oh, yeah.
On our second date, you were pretty darn comfortable around me.
It's well, you know.
And by comfortable, they mean comfortable enough to belch or go to the bathroom in the same room is what they're talking about. So, I don't know. Maybe it was the third or fourth date then for Heidi. People living under pandemic lockdown measures have adapted as best they can, but 6 foreign tourists took an unusual approach. They hid out in a cave in India.
Oh.
They lived in a cave for nearly a month before they were found by police and quarantined. The tourists, 4 men, 2 women from France, Turkey, and Ukraine, and United States, and Nepal. That is 5 places. How are 4 people from 5 places? Anyway, they were initially staying in a hotel. They ran out of money, so they took refuge in a cave. Been living in there since March 24th when the police found them and moved them to a hotel to self-quarantine for 2 weeks. So, not exactly sure what that was all about. Japanese man found out the hard way that they say the old phrase, there's nothing like a woman scorned, whatever.
Oh, yes.
The
Hell
fury.
hath no fury.
Like a woman scorned. Well, a woman found out her longtime boyfriend cheated. She took all of his Apple gadgets and threw them in a bathtub.
Okay.
Then, in order to drive the knife home, she took photos of what she'd done and sent them to him.
That doesn't seem too reasonable to me.
Sounds like you and your girlfriend are going to have to go shopping for some new gadgets. And if shortages of hand sanitizer and toilet paper was not bad enough, now there's a shortage of frozen pizzas. What?
Oh.
According to this, Americans bought $275 million worth of frozen pizza since March. So that was last year. That's a 92% increase, by the way, from 2019 over. So from March of 2020 to March of 2021, $275 million in frozen pizza. That sounds like a lot.
I'm guilty of a lot of that.
Yeah, that's
I
good
had
stuff,
some
though.
that I just threw in the freezer just
Did
in
you really?
case. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Well, that is today's Scoop of the Day, brought to you by RadioSavings.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
We've got not one, but 2 amazing authors joining us today, Miriam Laundry and Jack Canfield. Jack is best known for the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. Miriam has a bunch of great books of her own. You guys have worked together on some books in the past, and you've got this new one, I Can Believe in Myself. Miriam, thank you so much. Was it fun to work with Jack again?
Oh, it's been so great. It's my 5th book and the 2nd book co-authored with Jack. So it's been a lot of fun.
And Jack, is Miriam pretty fun to work with as well?
Miriam's a delight to work with. She's intelligent. She's articulate. She has a bunch of children herself, so she knows kids because this is a book for children. And so we're really excited to work together and take advantage of her current experience and my past experience. I now have an 8-year-old grandson, so it's been a lot of fun.
And back to Miriam, tell me a little bit about the new book, I Can Believe in Myself.
So the story is about Molly, who is in the 2nd grade, and she has been chosen as the star of the day at school, which means that she has to bring a show and tell and talk about it in front of her whole class. And, of course, the fears start coming in, and she believes that she can't speak in front of the class. So it's something that a lot of children can relate to, being afraid to do something and then telling themselves, I can't do this. So the story takes us through her journey of overcoming that I can't. And she's a pretty creative girl, so she comes up with this amazing show and tell, and then is able to also help her friends who she hears saying, I can't do the monkey bars, I can't tie my shoelaces, all of these I can't. So it's a story about overcoming that I can't mentality, I would say.
What a great message to learn at a young age as well.
For sure.
I also think that we think we can't do things, but we really can. And if you think you can't do something, you won't try it. And if you don't try it, then you fulfill the prophecy of not being able to do it. So what happens in the story is Molly begins to realize that she has to take the risk to do it, and she does, and she discovers, oh my gosh. And as we all do, we all think about, well, what other things have I been telling myself I can't do? I remember taking the fire walk with Tony Robbins and thinking, I can't walk on those coals. They're 1,200 degrees, I'll burn my feet. And then we all walked on them and didn't burn our feet. And 2 a.m, I'm going, what else have I been telling myself I can't do? And so adults as well as children, and a lot of the parents reading the book say that they get insight as well. And then we have exercises in the back of the book that parents or teachers can do with their kids to actually build a sense of I can into their life.
Very true. Again, our guests today, Jack Canfield and Miriam Laundry, they've got a book out called I Can Believe in Myself. And you apparently do believe in yourself, Miriam. You set a world record a couple years ago. Tell me about that.
Yes. Okay, so when I first started writing, I had a goal of empowering children. I had actually just lost my niece to suicide, and that took me to Jack Canfield's seminar. He had a seminar called Breakthrough to Success, so I was there. I was working on myself, and the thing that kept coming up for me was that I wanted to empower children. So when my first book came out, that was one of the goals I set out. I wanted to empower 100,000 children to believe in themselves. And, at the beginning, I was so scared, and I thought, there is no way that I can do this. But I had to practice what I was preaching. So, a couple of months later, I started thinking, okay, if I can do this, if I can empower all these children, how would I do this? And the idea of going for a Guinness World Record came to me. So it was a lot of work, 9 months of preparation, but in the end, I was able to receive a Guinness World Record, and it's for the largest online discussion about a book. So over 24 hours, everybody had to go on a blog and leave comments about something that they were going to do. So it was all to bring attention to positive mental health in children.
Tell them how many people you had do that.
Yes, we had 103,000 people participate in 29 countries. It just, once you have a goal, and if you believe you can do it, the people that you need, the resources, all of that is just it starts showing up. It's incredible how things happen, but it starts with believing that you can do it. If I would have stopped myself at the first I can't, that thought, I can't possibly do this, then none of that would have happened. And I probably wouldn't be co-authoring a book with Jack Canfield. So it was definitely about practicing what I was preaching.
Well, I thank both of you for taking the time to chat with me today.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Again, Jack Canfield and Miriam Laundry. The new book is called I Can Believe in Myself. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There is a museum in Sweden that is filled with coat hangers. Never really thought about that, but there are probably a lot of different styles of coat hangers, and this museum is a coat hanger museum. Would you go to a coat hanger museum? No? You're just laughing over there. Apparently, Heidi has something in mind that it must not be appropriate.
It is not at all appropriate, so I will bite.
Thank you for using your best judgment to not say whatever that was.
You're very welcome.
Don't even want to know. That is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, radiotravelgroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline England. Buckingham Palace has announced that Princess Beatrice is pregnant with her first child.
Oh, I don't know who Princess Beatrice is, but that's lovely.
She's that princess that's going to have a baby.
Okay.
So that narrows it down a little bit. I honestly don't know. I have not been following
I don't
along.
follow the royals.
I don't watch that channel.
Much.
Is that a channel? I don't watch that show.
Sometimes it seems like it's a channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow along. And I used to see it all the time, like in the tabloids. I don't even check out the tabloids anymore.
No.
I just kind of steer clear of all of that. But we tend to have those stories here quite often, so maybe I should check into.
But I think it's
Princess
very nice
Beatrice
that
is.
she's expecting. That's lovely.
There we go.
I hope everything goes well.
A news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A family dispute over a pet turtle required police intervention. They were called Tuesday in Ohio to a residence to deal with complaints of an African side-necked turtle. Devin Staw, age 28, told deputies that he left the turtle with his parents when he went out of town for a few days with his girlfriend. He stated that he was there to retrieve the turtle and his parents were refusing to return the turtle to him.
Okay.
He claimed he had receipts for when he purchased the turtle, and he had photos of him with the turtle on Instagram. The parents gave cops a different account. They said, no, we're caring for the turtle, who's not named in the story, by the way. Both advised that their son had requested the couple to keep the turtle as he was going to be incarcerated and unable to care for the turtle. Mother told cops the turtle was in poor health when they began caring for the pet. They had to receive medical attention for him to keep going, apparently. The parents said their son was aware the couple was going to keep the turtle permanently. The dispute ended with the reptile remaining with the parents after the mother declared that her son was not permitted at the residence anymore. So, what a bizarre story.
Yeah, that's a bit.
It is a lot.
That's a
going
bit
on.
off.
I hope they can, make up and make all amends, but it's just a bizarre story. That's why it's today's weird news.
John and Heidi.
Time now for a moment of duh, brought to you by radiosavings.com. A man who allegedly pursued a female hiker through Sam Houston National Forest in the nude claims he was only naked because he had to defecate. Oh, really? The man, 53-year-old Scott Alexander Steffens, charged with disorderly conduct. If convicted, could potentially be on the hook for a significant amount of money, too. The victim claimed that this naked man started chasing her on a trail. Deputies arrived to take the woman's statement. She told the patrol sergeant she had seen the man emerge from a nearby tree, like a wooded area, walking in her direction. She took off running because he was chasing behind her. When detained and questioned, he admitted that while I was naked at one point, I had to obey the call of nature.
Ew.
He said, I hadn't seen anyone else in the forest. He had no idea. He was arrested and booked in the county jail. So
Okay, so, I mean, if he had defecated and then...
But you don't chase after somebody while you're naked if that's what you're doing.
But if he's saying that he didn't see her and she maybe was just spooked because a naked man came out of the woods, which I can totally understand and appreciate.
I'm just saying, dude, put on a shirt or something. I'm just saying. It's today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, But I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
Here we go.
Heidi's not feeling too hot on this. It's been a while.
It's been a long
she's hitting
time.
a dry spell. So hopefully this will help. Here we go. Heidi, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Palm Gardens, Brooklyn, New York. Is it a golf course
That
or is
one
it a
is a
rehab
golf
center?
course.
It is not. I can't believe that you've gotten so many wrong. But good job, baby. Good job. If you got it right at home, this golf clap is for you. That is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. And this is just an amazing story. An off-duty hero risks his life, and he saves 4 teens that were caught in a riptide.
Oh, wow.
Mother's Day is when all this happened. And it almost turned into a real tragic event. There were 4 teenagers swimming at a beach, and they got caught in a riptide. Thankfully, an off-duty hero by the name of Anthony Giorgi, Giorgi, I'm not sure how you say that. He was there enjoying the beach with his family, and the police department is where this was shared. There, that's where he works, and his department at Pensacola Police are the ones that shared this thing, by the way. It says, last Sunday, while you were enjoying your Mother's Day, Officer Anthony, and I said the last name probably wrong, even though it was off-duty, enjoying a postcard perfect day at the beach with his family, packing up to leave, and he heard yelling. Not the kind of yelling that indicates fun, but desperate, terrified screams that accompany near panic. He turned and he saw 4 kids caught in a rip current. Now, most of us here have experienced this to some degree, and at least have the head knowledge of what to do. But remember, we're talking about kids from out of town. They were panicking and sinking in the kind of current that pulls you out just far enough to get waylaid by oncoming waves over and over. Bystanders tried to form a human chain. They were about a football field out. That's 50 yards, 150 feet. There just weren't enough people. One adult had gone in the water to get the kids and now was struggling too. You've heard this story many times. Anyway, I'll skip down here. That's when the officer leaped into action.
That's amazing.
And he sprinted out, was able to help them, and everybody was able to come back in and spend the rest of their weekend not in trouble. So, great story. I wish I had more time to read it. They typed it really well, by the way. That was pretty colorful, wasn't it? So, one heck of a nice little typing there.
I love it when we have positive stories about law enforcement.
Well, positive stories, period. But yeah, it is cool to have a positive story about a law enforcement officer because so many times when you do hear them in the news, it's not always the positive thing. So I'm really glad to have that. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.